In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was desolate, and empty, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light that it was good, and God divided between the light and between the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And it was evening and it was morning the first day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided between the waters that were from under the firmament, and between the waters that were above the firmament, and it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and it was evening and it was morning the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear," and it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters he called seas, and God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let the earth sprout forth herb grass bearing seed, and the fruit tree producing fruit after its kind, whose seed is in itself, upon the earth," and it was so. And the earth brought forth herb grass bearing seed after its kind, and the tree producing fruit, whose seed is in itself, after its kind, and God saw that it was good. And it was evening and it was morning, the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide between the day and between the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and years. And let there be lights in the firmament of heaven, for light upon the earth," and it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night and the stars. And God put them in the firmament of heaven, for light upon the earth, and to rule in the day and in the night, and to divide between the light and between the darkness, and God saw that it was good. And it was evening and it was morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters swarm with souls of living creatures, and birds flying above the earth upon the face of heaven's firmament." And God created the great whales, and the soul of every living creeping thing that swarms the sea after their kind, and every winged bird after its kind, and God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, "To be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply in the earth." And it was evening and it was morning, the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living souls after their kind, cattle, and the creeping things, and beast of the earth after its kind," and it was so. And God made the beast of the earth after their kind, and cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing of the earth after their kind, and God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. And let them rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of heaven, and over cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth." And God created man in his image, in God's image he created him, male and female he created them. And God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it. And rule over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over every living thing that creeps upon the earth." And God said, "Behold, I have given to you every grass-bearing seed, that is upon the face of all the earth, and all trees that have in themselves fruit trees bearing seed. It shall be to you for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and everything creeping upon the earth, that has within itself a living soul, is every green grass for food," and it was so. And God saw all that he made, and behold it was very good. And it was evening and it was morning, the sixth day.